The multitude of factors that determine sexual responses are depicted as variable dimmer switches, as they're not binary on and off switches, but continuous, reflecting their endless variability. Each dimmer is like a microvariable switch that symbolizes a factor's varying polarity. Some are positive, some are negative, some are sort of neutral, and some are still unknown, and yet they have to be part of the picture. Magnitude is shown by the size of the dimmer, if you will, of the slider. The color shows the polarity. The net sum of all these factors determine the STP, and it's shown on the sexual balance beam, again, at any moment in time. It also illustrates with color changes a normal distribution curve. So if you look at the backboard of that balance beam, you see I've put on it a normal distribution curve. So, 2 standard deviations away, it's like red, they're excited, they're turned on. You can go 3, they're really turned on. But the opposite can also be true. And every one of those factors would begin to move that in one direction or another at a given moment. And again, the sliders and dimmers are interchangeable. Many of these factors are bidirectional. Excitatory and inhibitory processes can occur simultaneously, in fact. You can have both going on at the same time, and their balance determines the overall sexual response. So changes in polarity and magnitude can be bidirectional. For instance, mentally, a once desired touch, like we were just talking about on the subway, can become traumatizing after rape. Feeling great helps, illness inhibits. Despite that person having the exact same genetics they were born with. One day you're feeling great and you're having a sexual experience. Another day you just came down with COVID, you're feeling like you want to die. You're not going to be very interested in sex. But your physiology, in terms of your genetic predisposition, nothing has changed. So you need to be able to account for both. Drug effects, which many of you are obviously familiar with, can be bidirectional. Viagra can help excite. High blood pressure medications can inhibit. Obviously, many of you have experiences with antidepressants and their impact on orgasm, which tends to even be more profound for women than it is for men. And common objects can become fetishes, sort of like Mrs. Robinson's stockings in The Graduate. Now, that's a movie reference that dates me a little bit, but I'm sure you get the idea.